address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue, better known as Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, up to the rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And we're underway at legendary Lambeau Field. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy. But really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. A fair catch taken here, and it could come right at the 15-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
A gain of 12
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Packers.
1st down.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
In motion, Reed. On play action, Love. He'll get this out wide. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 11, Jaden Reed. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
A carry here for Wilson. This will not do the trick. They stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this is going to work out just fine. Kick goes out of bounds at the 5-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
7-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On the ground is Mason. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. It'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll try to sneak it here, and they're going to get a fresh set of downs. 1st down, up at the 17.
It's a gain of 2. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Wright now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Vikings have the takeaway.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
On 2nd down, Love. Over the middle of the tight end, Musgrave. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big kick.
And he will get into the end zone. Emmanuel Wilson, touchdown, Green Bay. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Score, Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. Wow! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Micah Parsons, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively, it'll set up a fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. Get this over the middle to Golden. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the
We talk so much
47-yard
about
line.
starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the first quarter.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
That's another.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down.
Yeah, so what I like here is it's not only a really good play call, but it was really well executed by the quarterback. So they used the bootleg to get their quarterback out of the pocket, change the launch point, and then they pair that with a really nice concept downfield. He uncovers, wide open, nice conversion.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. To throw is Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And that is incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This will be a 41-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Price now to return it. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. He'll run. This is Mason. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. And the Vikings.
So after one, 10-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. He'll try to run for it, and he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
Minnesota.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
In motion, Naylor. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Now it is first and goal. Back to the ground after the penalty, and a short pickup there, down to the 12.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. To throw is McCarthy. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal.
A 36-yard attempt.
Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings are on the board. It's now 10-3. Riker had the field goal a moment ago. Back out now to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Wilson. And he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. A tight end in motion now. They'll run. It's Wilson. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
35-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Love to throw it on 1st down. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon. And it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
To the tight end, Musgrave. He's got it. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Now 2nd and 6.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that first down.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. In motion, Reed. They'll run with Wilson. Good blocking, and he's in. Emmanuel Wilson. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
McManus on for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Vikings 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense and their running back set to go once more. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The tackle by Quay Walker. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He keeps it himself.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pile. He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Fullback dive. I'm not sure the last time I saw a fullback dive, Mike. It's kind of a lost art nowadays. But, hey, 3rd and 1, it can still be so effective, especially if you have the right guy at the position. So, good play call, good execution, and he's able to pick up 1st down.
On the zone read, it's McCarthy. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Throwing on 2nd down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
3rd and 12.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That is brought in. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. It covers 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain. And the Vikings 1st down.
I love the aggressive approach. You don't want to give the ball back to your opponent in this situation. So they dial up a shot play, push the ball downfield, results in a massive play here late in the first half.
To the ground. Oh, a loose football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive. I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's in! Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He gets it to go. The Vikings are able to cut into the lead. It's now 17-10.
Vikings 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Nixon on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Third and inches. Now Love. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team Mike Tirico, and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Packers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Carry here for Wilson. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
4-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Wilson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. He's tackled down by Byron Murphy.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That's taken at about the 14. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now McCarthy. He takes off.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
First down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. A run. And here's Mason. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drop for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A gain of 16 on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On the ground is Mason. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
9 yards. And the Vikings first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll take this one in. J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On first down, it's Love. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And the Packers first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. We see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. A run here with Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
First and 10. On the ground, here's Wilson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here's Wilson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here's a third down and 4. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers move out in front, 20-17.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
Price now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Little play action here with McCarthy. On the move left.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is second down and 7. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
On the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Exiting the pocket right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
J.J. McCarthy on the scramble.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, he'll try to keep it going. A carry here for Wilson. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll get about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw is Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that connection. First down, Packers.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Love. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
On the ground, it's Wilson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On play action, Love. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
A 2nd down throw for Love. They'll set up the screen to Wilson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Sean Mixon on the start. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 32-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. On second down, here's McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
We're about ready now for the punt. We forced a punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. Here's 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
10 more yards.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give him that freedom.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, you're able to get you down for a loss.
And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
First down.
Great job here by the quarterback on 3rd and short, knowing that if nothing's there downfield, he can pick this up with his legs, and not only is he able to pick up the 1st down, he gets a whole lot more than that.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Here's Hawkinson in motion. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Moving to his right. He's going to keep it himself. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a first down.
14 yards.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. Rolling to the left. He'll run again. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of the defense, and we saw it again.
And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. But when you do it and it takes away a touchdown, man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
The Packers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And they will finally run him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
First down.
The nice thing about these crossing routes, Mike, is it doesn't stress your protection. It's a very easy, high percentage completion for the quarterback, and when done right, you can get the ball into the hands of your receiver in open space with a lot of room to run after the catch.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
To Romeo Dobbs. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In motion, it's Golden. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Love. A throw on the move is caught. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
At the Vikings' 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. Talk things over before third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll try to run for it, and he will have a Packers first down. He's able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
It's Wilson, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, we'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Wilson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. Mason. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time, and it'll be 3rd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
2nd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.